Welcome back to another video.
Lando Norris takes over the lead of the race.
From his days in go-karts and junior single-seaters, Lando Norris had been regarded as a top F1 prospect. A decade later, the young Brit has delivered on that promise, becoming a multiple race winner in Formula One and a championship contender. But how did it all start? Join us if you want to learn more about Lando's career. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our new uploads. Enjoy the rest of the video. Lando Norris had a relatively short route to Formula One, taking only 5 years to reach the top level of motorsports. While he had to wait another 5 years to take his first career win, Lando instantly became a title contender, challenging his good friend Max Verstappen for the 2024 championship. Let's take a look at how Norris rose from go-karting to F1 stardom. Go-karting, success at the European and world levels. Lando Norris was born on November 13, 1999. He is the son of British businessman Adam Norris, while his mother, Siska, is Belgian. Lando holds dual British-Belgian citizenship. Like most young drivers, Norris got started on quads and motorbikes before moving on to go-karts at the age of 7. Norris had only modest success in the UK scene, competing in the traditional S1 championship. His best results were a third-place finish in the cadet class in 2010 and a runner-up in Minimax in 2012. But it all changed when the young Brit moved up to the WSK and CIK competitions. In 2013, competing in the then KF Junior class, Norris won the WSK Euro Series title and finished runner-up in the Supermaster Series. He also won the CIK European Championship, as well as the short-lived CIK International Super Cup. The following year, Norris moved up to the top-tier KF class, finishing third in the CIK European Championship and winning the World Championship. The success meant that he was ready to transition into car racing. A dominant force in junior single-seaters, Norris made the jump to cars in 2014, getting started in the traditional Ginetta Junior Series. After learning the craft in the first rounds, the young Brit hit a fine vein of form in the second half of the season. Norris scored 4 wins and 5 runner-up finishes, as well as 8 pole positions over the final 12 races. He finished the year third in points, behind the experienced duo of current GT3 drivers Jack Mitchell and James Kellett. After 1 year in Ginetta Juniors, Norris moved to single-seaters for the 2015 season, competing in the MSA Formula Championship, which ran under the newly established Formula 4 regulations. Norris was the class of the field. With 8 wins in 30 starts, the Brit comfortably won the championship, beating future British GT champion Ricky Collard and future IndyCar race winner Colton Herta to the title. Taking another step up the single-seater ladder, Lando progressed to the Formula Renault 2.0 for 2016, competing in the top-tier Euro Cup Series and also in the lesser NEC Championship. Norris swept both titles, winning a combined 11 races in 30 starts. That same year, he got his first taste of Formula 3 machinery, competing in the year-end Macau Grand Prix. With a great recovery drive in the main race, he finished a solid 11th after starting down in 27th. In 2017, Lando made the step up to the European F3 Championship, and just as he had done in the previous years, the British rookie dominated the series. With 9 wins in 30 starts, Norris secured his 4th title in 3 years, beating current Formula E drivers Joel Eriksson and Maximilian Gunther to the crown. He also finished runner-up to Dan Ticktum in the Macau Grand Prix. For 2018, Norris moved up to the final step in the junior ladder, Formula 2. Driving for Carlin, Norris won on his first start, but as the season progressed, he couldn't quite match the speed of fellow rising star George Russell. In the end, he finished second to the Mercedes Junior, a result that ultimately secured his promotion to Formula One. The early Formula One years, solid results, and a first podium. In 2017, Norris signed with McLaren's Young Driver program after spending 2018 as a reserve driver, along with his F2 commitments. The young Brit was promoted to a racing seat for 2019, replacing fellow McLaren junior Stoffel van Dorn. The Woking squad was still trying to recover from 3 disappointing years following its unsuccessful partnership with Honda. And while McLaren's new Renault power unit didn't turn the team back into a contender, Norris was at least able to score points. He completed his rookie season 11th in the standings, with a best finish of 6th and with 49 points to his name. Norris didn't have to wait too long for his first podium. On the opening round of the pandemic-affected 2020 season, with a flurry of fast laps, he crossed the line fourth, behind Lewis Hamilton. Since the Mercedes driver had picked up a 5-second penalty for taking out Alexander Albon, Norris was promoted to third by just over a tenth. With a few more top 5 finishes, Norris improved to ninth in the standings, only 8 points behind teammate Carlos Sainz Jr. McLaren, was classified third in the Constructors' Championship, the team's best result since 2012. A first win goes begging, while McLaren suffers a drop. Norris looked poised for a breakout year in 2021. McLaren reunited with longtime partner Mercedes, giving the team a significantly better power unit compared to the Renault one. Norris benefited from the upgrade, scoring 3 podiums and only finishing outside the top 5 twice in the first half of the year. Lando had his first shot at an F1 win at Monza, taking advantage of a collision between championship rivals Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Norris moved up to second, behind teammate Daniel Ricciardo. He managed to close the gap towards the end of the race, but was asked by McLaren to hold positions and protect the 1-2 finish. Norris crossed the line for a career-best second place, only 1.7 seconds behind Ricciardo. The following round, in Russia, saw the Brit score his maiden career pole position. Norris lost the lead off the line to former teammate Sainz, but got by the Spaniard with a bold move on lap 13. Norris proceeded to dominate the race and looked set to score his maiden Grand Prix victory. But with only 5 laps to go, the track was hit by a sudden rain shower, in a decision that would come back to haunt him. Norris went against McLaren's order and decided to stay out on slicks. The rain got progressively worse, and, following multiple off-track excursions, the Brit was ultimately forced to pit. Norris crossed the line 7th, losing out on his first win in heartbreaking fashion. McLaren fell behind their rivals in the development race, and Norris failed to recover his early season form. He still finished the year 6th in the standings with 160 points, 45 ahead of Ricciardo. Following the breakout year in 2021, fans and pundits expected a repeat in 2022. However, McLaren struggled to adapt to the new ground effect regulations. Norris scored a podium at Imola, but only had a further 2 finishes inside the top 5. He ended the year 7th in the standings, comfortably ahead of Ricciardo, but only managed to score 122 points. McLaren bounces back. Norris rises to the challenge. Things didn't improve during the first rounds of 2023. McLaren started the year even worse than it had finished in 2022, with the Brit only scoring 12 points over the first 8 races. Following a massive upgrade in Austria, the Woking squad finally found its footing under the new regulations, with Norris scoring a season-best 4th place. At the British Grand Prix, Lando started second and got the jump on pole sitter Max Verstappen at the start. He managed to lead a few laps, but was ultimately overtaken by the Dutchman. Norris finished second to match his career-best result, scoring a popular first home podium. With McLaren clearly moving up the order to become Red Bull and Max Verstappen's closest challenger, Norris followed it up with another 6 podiums over the next 12 races, including 5 runner-up finishes. He wrapped up the year 6th in the standings, scoring a career-high 195 points. First win and becoming a title contender. Thanks to its late-season form, McLaren and Norris were tabbed as outside contenders for the 2024 championship. The Brit scored 2 podiums in the first 5 rounds and found himself 5th in the standings. McLaren brought a comprehensive upgrade package to the 6th round of the season in Miami. Lining up 5th on the grid, Norris extended his opening stint hoping for a safety car. The gamble paid off, and with a free pit stop, Lando retained the lead. He then pulled away at the restart to finally break the duck for his first win, ending a wait of 110 races, with 16 top 3 finishes prior to that. Norris is the current joint record holder for the most podiums before a first win. His maiden victory turned Lando into a title contender, with McLaren clearly having the car to beat. But his season was a bit of a mixed bag. Norris was often the class of the field in qualifying, and managed to score 6 pole positions over the following 14 races. On the other hand, he struggled to convert them into results. Norris consistently suffered from poor starts, and he was often passed for the lead right off the line. Despite the issues, he still managed to bring Verstappen's lead down to 47 points heading into the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Under heavy rain, Norris scored his 7th pole position of the year, with Verstappen starting all the way down in 17th. Lando looked like he was about to pull off the upset. During the race, however, the McLaren driver piled up one mistake after another, while Verstappen ran a flawless afternoon. The Dutchman won the race, with Norris finishing down in 6th to effectively end the championship battle. The Brit wrapped up the year by winning the season finale in Abu Dhabi and finished a career-best second in points, helping McLaren to its first constructors' title since 1998. Growing pains aside, Lando Norris had clearly taken the decisive step in his Formula One career, delivering on the promise he had shown in go-karts and junior single-seaters. The British rising star was now a genuine title contender. That's how Lando Norris rose from being a young karting and junior single-seater talent to become a star driver in Formula One. Do you think that Lando will win a world championship in the future? Share your opinions down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time.